Welcome once again to Commander by Dina. This week, I decided to have some fun. We're looking at building budget decks led by the spoiled commanders from the upcoming set, Secrets of Strixhaven. Now, at the time of recording, the only cards that have been revealed are the face commanders. So, if you're watching this video in the future after the whole deck list has been released, please keep that in mind. Leading today's deck is Dina, Essence Brewer. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Dina, Essence Brewer is a 3-mana 2/3 legendary Dryad Druid. Whenever we sacrifice a creature, we draw a card. Powerful, right? Too bad this ability only triggers once per turn. Additionally, Dina has an activated ability. We may tap her, pay 2 mana, and sacrifice a creature. If we do, we gain X life and put X +1/+1 counters on target creature, where X is the sacrificed creature's power. The way I see it, we can build a value engine where we somehow untap Dina through some equipment or other shenanigans, build up a massive value engine where we repeatedly loop creatures to sacrifice them, and combo off and win the game, or we can build a deck as Sheldon Menery intended. Big, dumb creatures that we sacrifice to make other creatures even bigger. A kaiju deck, as it were. We feed our creatures to Dina, creating a giant monster who can destroy everything in its path. Good luck, Tokyo. Quick note on bracket choice. We're a bracket 2 deck. We have no game changers and no infinite combos. We're running both Professor Onyx and Witherbloom Apprentice, so all we need to do to make this a bracket 4 deck with a 2-card infinite game-ending combo is add Chain of Smog. But we're a bracket 2 deck, so I left Chain of Smog out on purpose. I wanted something fun and silly, not game-breaking. We're here for vibes and big creatures, not combos. Nothing against bracket 4, but sometimes it's important to just relax and make huge creatures. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from new sponsor, T-Fury. Every day, T-Fury has new designs that are on sale, but as you can see, they also have a great collection of other shirts. Anime, D&D, 80s retro, comic books, Lord of the Rings. There are thousands of shirts to choose from. I've been a loyal customer of theirs for 10 years, and I'm so happy to finally be sponsored by them. Click the link down below to see new designs and to add to your geek wardrobe. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm streaming on Gaming with Dana as well as Twitch. Sometimes I'm building commander decks, other times I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, but you're always welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Starting off our land base, we've got Command Tower and Exotic Orchard. Basically staples for any multicolored commander deck. Next up, we're running Woodland Cemetery, Woodland Chasm, Haunted Mire, Vernal Fen, Festering Thicket, Tainted Wood, Llanowar Wastes, Darkboar Pathway, Necroblossom Snarl, Temple of Malady, Golgari Rot Farm, and Witherbloom Campus. You'll note that these lands either come into play untapped under certain circumstances, are typed so that we can fetch them with certain kinds of land ramp, or have some other beneficial ability when they enter. Speaking of benefits, we've also got Bojuka Bog serving as graveyard hate. For color fixing, we've got Myriad Landscape, Evolving Wilds, and Terramorphic Expanse. Finally, a good basics package consisting of 10 forests and 10 swamps. Frankly, a lot of people aren't running enough basics, especially in bracket 4 decks. And while not as necessary in a bracket 2 deck, they are always great for budget concerns. And they come into play untapped. For mana ramp, we've got Montu's Monument for cost reduction, and it is very thematic in our deck. Our mana rocks consist of Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Thron Dynamo, and Gilded Lotus. We have a few big spells in the deck, so I wanted a couple of rocks that produced extra mana. Finally, for land ramp, we've got Solemn Simulacrum, Nature's Lore, Rampant Growth, Farseek, Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, Skyshroud Claim, and Migration Path. Lots of ways to find our lands and put them directly onto the battlefield. I wanted to include 3 visits as well, but it was outside of our budget. Reprint time, Watsy. We've got some traditional card advantage in Genova Ancient Calamity, Professor Onyx, Rishkar's Expertise, Morbid Opportunist, Midnight Reaper, Moldervine Reclamation, Harvester of Souls, and Return of the Wild Speaker. Lots of ways to ensure we have a full hand. But I wanted a small reanimation package as well, so we've also got Grave Venerations, Blood for Bones, and Victimize. A few ways to help cheat creatures to play. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Assassin's Trophy, Beast Within, Naturalize, Mortality Spear, Putrefy, and Abrupt Decay. We've also got some big scary creatures who work double as spot removal in Terastodon, Colosseum Behemoth, Titan of Industry, Alpha Deathclaw, Cleanup Crew, Ghastly Death Tyrant, Woodfall Primus, and Hivespine Wolverine. Finally, for interaction that serves double as reanimation, we've got Rise of the Witch King and Deadly Brew. Lots of ways to remove annoying permanents. Our board wipes consist of Dren Cacao Demon and Culling Ritual. Wanted to stay thematic if possible. The core of our deck consists of Enduring Tenacity, Dina Soul Steeper, Veto Thorn of the Dusk Rose, Sanguine Bond, Marauding Blight Priest, Starscape Cleric, Retreat to Hagra, Polluted Bonds, Gixian Puppeteer, Witherbloom Apprentice, Defiant Bloodlord, and Epicure of Blood. Yes, we're a life gain deck, and I wanted to close out games by gaining life. I also wanted a couple more big nasty creatures that we could sacrifice, so we've got Dagmoth Titan and Dagmoth Woe Eater. Now, while not traditional animation, we've got a small group of cards that bring back creatures if they die this turn. What are we calling these? Regeneration effects? Anyway, we've got Undying Malice, Infused with Vitality, Not Dead After All, and Supernatural Stamina. Finally, for additional protection, we've got Swiftfoot Boots. Wanted to ensure Dina stayed alive as long as possible. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 52 mana sources split between 38 lands and 14 pieces of rain. A little heavy, but our curve is high, so it's fine. 12 pieces of card advantage, counting our commander. 16 pieces of interaction. 2 board wipes. 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Return to Nature and Bojuka Bog. No sudden I win cards, but a couple of big creatures that we can use to gain a ton of life. So our deck is built around casting big creatures, sacrificing them to gain life, and then triggering our drain effects. If we have enough on board when we sacrifice a big creature, we can close out the game right there. I also wanted to note that since we're a bracket 2 deck, we're not running the infinite life drain combo. We have half the combo in our deck, but we're lacking Exquisite Blood or Bloodthirsty Conqueror. Now, remember what I said at the beginning of the video. This is not a precon upgrade. At the time of recording, the precon decklist hadn't been revealed. All we have are subpar images of the commander. I do apologize for that. When it finally comes to do a precon review or upgrade, hopefully we'll have better quality images to show you. Which of the Strixhaven schools is your favorite? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Dana. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons. Waffles, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alix, Robert, Pye, Kazaris, Patrick, Boomy, Osira, Justin, Golden Walker, Sleech, Mr. Salty, Daniel, Zombie, Luke, and Brian. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Dana.